everyone, welcome to day 9 of the low sodium, no added salt and exercise challenge. So today is my transition day where I'm supposed to nap in the daytime, which I totally didn't, but I'm supposed to nap so that I can work tonight. I've actually been up since 4 o'clock this morning, but anyways, so today could have started this morning and gone all the way till tomorrow morning, but I kind of just don't do daytime and I just start tonight. Which is, it's weird. But anyways, so my husband and I were out and we decided to go ahead and splurge and have lunch out, which is totally not low sodium at all. But we did. I had a salad that had vegan, it's a vegan restaurant. So I had a salad that had ranch dressing. So I'm sure the ranch had plenty of salt in it. Sure tasted good, so I bet it did. And then we shared a plate of nachos. And it had like a cashew cheese sauce type thing on it, which I'm sure was high in sodium, and then the black beans that were squished on it probably had salt in them as well. The chips I'm sure had salt on them. Anyways, so very high sodium meal. The one thing that I can say is that over the last 8 days, I have definitely noticed that I do not eat as much at one time and I get fuller faster. And so I tend to not finish, like I'll take a bowl of whatever or a plate of whatever and I don't end up finishing it. And I think that is great because that's really and truly what I was looking for in terms of the getting the salt out of the diet, is not maybe overeating because stuff tastes so good. So between my husband and I, we finished the nachos. He had some coleslaw and I had the salad and I ate some of his nachos, and yeah, we were both like painfully full. Like should have stopped when the nachos were probably like halfway gone and finished them anyways. So I am still, and that was at noon. It's now 6:40 and I'm still full, like actually painfully full, which is not pleasant at all. The one thing that I was interested in knowing is what did that high salt content meal do to my blood pressure? And yeah, it's lower than it's ever been. It was, when I checked it, it was 90/62. So I tried looking up online, how quickly does one high sodium meal affect your blood pressure and how quickly does it come back down? Like I did lay down this afternoon for about 3 hours. I didn't sleep, but I did lay down, and during that time, was that enough for my body to clear out some of the sodium and re-regulate my blood pressure, or was it just not going to go up anyway? So anyways, it's still super low, which is fine. That's totally fine. I kind of expected it to be a little bit higher, but maybe I'll check it again in the morning and see if it's crazy high. Maybe it takes 12 hours or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure. So anyways, it's fine. I don't know if I'll do that again. Like I have one more Wednesday on my challenge where it's kind of a halfway day and stuff. I don't think I'll do that again. I'm really unpleasantly full. So anyways, I am taking 2 things with me. One is not made and the other one is made and ready to go. One is oatmeal. There's some dates on there and some chia seeds and some vanilla powder. And that's what I'm going to take to eat. And I probably, if the feeling that I have right now stays the way that it is, I probably won't eat until like 2 or 3 in the morning. But I am going to make a mint chocolate smoothie to take with me and to drink just over the course of the evening. I'm going to do my apple cider vinegar here quick first, and then make the smoothie to take with me, take my oats, and then maybe we'll make something in the morning. I'm not 100% sure yet if I'm going to be up to it or not, but that's it so far. I really was kind of surprised. I kind of expected my blood pressure to be back up in the 120-ish over 80-ish range. So it's pretty low still. But anyway, that's how that goes. But yeah, definitely with the salt in lunch, ate way more than if there had been no salt in there for sure. Like I'm guarantee we wouldn't have eaten nearly as much if it hadn't been so abundantly flavorful. It was very good. It's very tasty. But anyways, that's it for me for right now. I will talk to you guys again in the morning, and I hope you're having a fabulous day. All right, everyone, good morning. I'm home from work now. So I wanted to make something that I found online that sounds really good for breakfast. It's called Stovetop Granola. It is from, All Recipes. I thought it was from something else, but it's not. I don't know how well this is going to work because you're supposed to use oil and honey. I can replace the honey with maple syrup, no problem, but I can't really replace the oil with anything. So I'm gonna use a nonstick pan and see how that works. But basically you're supposed to take oil and you're supposed to cook some oats in it on the stove for like 5 minutes, I think it says. Yeah, until the oats start getting brown and crisp. So I'm going to try to crisp up some oats on the stove in just using my regular non-stick pan and see how that goes. I'm not really sure. But anyways, so I'm gonna do that. And then after that, you're supposed to melt some butter and some honey and some brown sugar together. And once that starts to get bubbly, you're supposed to put the oats back in and then cook it for another 5 minutes and then let it cool. And then once it's cool, you're supposed to add in some almonds and some cranberries. So you guys can take a look at that recipe. Obviously, we'll put it in the description box for you guys to take a look at the link to it. But I'm definitely not making a full recipe because it makes a lot. 2 cups is way more oats than I want. I'm actually going to only use half a cup of oats, so like a quarter of the recipe. But I think that it's going to be really good. I'm really excited about this. I'm not sure. So I'm going to go give it a try and see what happens. But I'm going to basically I'm going to toast some oats if I can. And then I'm going to do some maple syrup, and I will put a little splash of water in there because I need something to replace the butter with. Or maybe I'll just use a little tiny bit of unsweetened soy milk. I'll probably do that instead. And then a little tiny bit of brown sugar and get that bubbly, and then put the oats back in and let it do its thing for a little bit. So I think if I had a smaller pan, I would use a smaller pan, but this is the only non-stick pan that we have. We just use stainless steel, everything else. So this will have to do. We'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna give this a try, and if it's wonderful and awesome, I'll let you know. And if it's not awesome at all, I will let you know. But I've just got some dried cranberries from Trader Joe's, and I've got some slivered almonds. So I'm just going to use those. But I'll be back with you guys in just a little bit, let you know if this works out. Alrighty guys, I'm not sure how well you could see this, but you probably can. That worked really well, like surprisingly well. So these are definitely toasted, no oil. It worked out. Towards the end I ended up, oh they're hot still, I ended up having to stir them quite a bit because I didn't want them to burn, but they definitely got very toasty. 2 tablespoons of milk, 1/2 tablespoon of maple syrup, and 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar. I have not mixed this together, but the pan was still hot. It's totally off, but the pan was still hot. So I just need to mix this together and put the oats in it and just basically cook it again. But I wanted to show you that this really did work. This, provided that this ends up tasting good, this was very easy. I didn't think it was going to, because it didn't seem like it was doing anything, and then all of a sudden it started toasting. So it was pretty cool. I'll be back with you guys with the finished product in just a second. Okay guys, I think this is actually a super success. This is really, I put a little hibiscus flower on there because it matched the cranberries, and I thought that that would be kind of pretty. I don't know. Anyways, you can take a look at it. It's got the cranberries in it, and it's got the little almond flakies in it, and it is definitely granola-ish. And yeah, let's give it a try. It smells really good. So let's give this a shot. It's definitely sticky. I didn't put a lot of sugar on it, but apparently enough. That's very good. Yep, I like that a lot. You guys should try this. Make a big old batch of it though if you do it, because it wasn't hard, and that's really good. You can eat some leftovers for later. Don't let the oats cook too long. You don't want to get them burnt. But that was very good. Okay, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna do a tank top video number 2. And I'm gonna go to bed. It's 7:30, and I've been awake since 4 o'clock yesterday morning. So I'm actually not tired, but I really do need to sleep. So we'll see. Yeah, that's it for me for now. I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Have a great day.